Namaste, Vande Mataram. Let us start by offering our humble pranams to the tribe forces that safeguarded our country and successfully executed Operation Sindur. Operation Sindur teaches us many lessons, especially for the youth who are going to lead Viksit Bharat at 2047. Friends, Operation Sindur can be characterized by 5 attributes. Attribute number 1 is automation, without which we could not have achieved what we have with such accuracy and speed. This involves principles of mechanical engineering and robotics. The second attribute is precision, with which we have hit every target. This is possible because of our indigenous NAVIC system, which guided our missiles towards the target, and a lot of onboard computing and very successfully planned ammunitions. The entire precision is possible because of multiple disciplines, including aerospace engineering, chemical engineering, satellite communication, electronics, embedded system, AI, image processing. All these fields contribute to the precision that we have achieved. The third attribute is speed, and the fourth attribute is risk mitigation. This involves a lot of planning, and this opens up major studies in management and including areas like operations research. The last one is strategic. The strategic edge that we had completely came out of innovations, completely came out of entrepreneurship. The drones that were developed by startups had played a very important role in this effort. So friends, this is the time where young children complete their +2 and their parents and them decide on what engineering discipline they must take. My suggestion to all such parents and students is that let the student decide whichever discipline is interesting to them, and every discipline, as demonstrated by Operation Sindur, gives the child an opportunity to serve the country in future. As mandated by the National Education Policy 2020, holistic education and innovation and entrepreneurship are extremely important for our country, and this is demonstrated effectively by Operation Sindur. Friends, this is time to rejoice, not to relax. Let us all work together. Let us all develop multiple technologies that will be of great importance to our nation and her national security. Jai Hind.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of His Excellency Thiru R.N. Ravi, Honorable Governor of Tamil Nadu, I, Major Carolyn,
And I, Felicitation Isha,
welcome you all to this momentous occasion where we gather to celebrate and honor the remarkable success of Operation Sindur. Today's event is a tribute to courage, innovation, and India's unwavering commitment to national security and global positioning.
before we start the proceedings, for your convenience, I will give you an overview of the entire event. Presently, you are seated at the IIT Madras Research Park Auditorium. It has 6 exits and 6 entry points. Washrooms are located towards the right side of the stage. Today's chief guest is His Excellency Thiru R.N. Ravi, Honorable Governor of Tamil Nadu. It is a military function and you are requested to maintain the sanctity of the event. You are requested to kindly switch off your mobile phones or keep them on silent mode. On conclusion of the event, a high tea will be organized on 6th and 7th floor of the building, for which the ushers will guide the audience. The Honorable Governor of Tamil Nadu arrives. You are requested to kindly stand up and keep standing for the national anthem, which will be followed by the state anthem.
அனைவருக்கும் இனிய மாலை வணக்கம். மாண்புமிகு ஆளுநர் திரு ஆர்.என். ரவி அவர்களின் சார்பாக நான் மேஜர் கேரலின்
மற்றும் நான் Felicitation Isha
உங்கள் அனைவரையும் இந்த பெருமை மிக்க பாராட்டு விழாவிற்கு வரவேற்கின்றேன். இந்த விழாவானது நம் நாட்டின் மரியாதையும் பெருமையும் வீரத்தையும் உணர்த்தும் வகையில் ஆபரேஷன் சிந்தூரில் தன் உயிரை மிக துச்சமாக கருதி தன் தேசத்துக்காக போராடிய வீரர்களை கௌரவிக்கும் விழாவாகும். தற்போது நீங்கள் ஐஐடி மெட்ராஸ் ரிசர்ச் பார்க்கின் பிரவர்த்தக் மண்டபத்தில் அமர்ந்திருக்கிறீர்கள். இதற்கு 6 வெளியேறும் மற்றும் 6 நுழைவு பாதைகளும் உள்ளன. ஒப்பனை அறைகள் மேடையின் வலது பக்கத்தில் உள்ளன. இன்றைய முதன்மை விருந்தினர் மாண்புமிகு தமிழ்நாடு ஆளுநர் திரு ஆர்.என். ரவி அவர்கள். உங்கள் கைபேசியை சைலண்ட் அல்லது ஃப்ளைட் மோடில் வைக்குமாறு பணிவன்போடு கேட்டுக்கொள்கிறோம். இது ஒரு இராணுவ நிகழ்ச்சி. நீங்கள் அனைவரும் இந்த நிகழ்வின் புனிதத்தை பேணுமாறு கேட்டுக்கொள்ளப்படுகிறீர்கள். முதன்மை விருந்தினர் வருகையின் போது எழுந்து நிற்குமாறு வேண்டிக் கொள்கிறோம். மேலும் தேசிய கீதம் மற்றும் தமிழ் தாய் வாழ்த்து பாடலின் போது எழுந்து நிற்குமாறு கேட்டுக்கொள்ளப்படுகிறீர்கள். இங்கு வந்துள்ள அனைவருக்கும் தேநீர் விருந்து ஏற்பாடு செய்யப்பட்டுள்ளது.
Ladies and gentlemen, presently you are seated at the IIT Madras Research Park Auditorium. It has 6 exits and 6 entry points. Washrooms are located towards the right side of the dais. Today's chief guest is His Excellency Thiru R.N. Ravi, Honorable Governor of Tamil Nadu. It is a military function and you are requested to maintain the sanctity of the event. You are requested to kindly switch off your mobile phones or keep them on silent mode. On conclusion of the event, a high tea will be organized on 6th and 7th floor of the building, for which the ushers will guide the audience. When the Honorable Governor of Tamil Nadu arrives, you are requested to kindly stand up and keep standing for the national anthem, which will be followed by the state anthem.
தற்போது நீங்கள் ஐஐடி மெட்ராஸ் ரிசர்ச் பார்க்கின் பிரவர்த்தக் மண்டபத்தில் அமர்ந்திருக்கிறீர்கள். இதற்கு 6 வெளியேறும் மற்றும் 6 நுழைவு பாதைகளும் உள்ளன. ஒப்பனை அறைகள் மேடையின் வலது பக்கத்தில் உள்ளன. இன்றைய முதன்மை விருந்தினர் மாண்புமிகு தமிழ்நாடு ஆளுநர் திரு ஆர்.என். ரவி அவர்கள். உங்கள் கைபேசியை சைலண்ட் அல்லது ஃப்ளைட் மோடில் வைக்குமாறு பணிவன்புடன் கேட்டுக்கொள்கிறோம். இது ஒரு இராணுவ நிகழ்ச்சி. நீங்கள் அனைவரும் இந்த நிகழ்வின் புனிதத்தை பேணுமாறு கேட்டுக்கொள்ளப்படுகிறீர்கள். முதன்மை விருந்தினர் வருகையின் போது எழுந்து நிற்குமாறு வேண்டிக் கொள்கிறோம். மேலும் தேசிய கீதம் மற்றும் தமிழ் தாய் வாழ்த்து பாடலின் போது எழுந்து நிற்குமாறு கேட்டுக்கொள்ளப்படுகிறீர்கள். இங்கு வந்துள்ள அனைவருக்கும் தேநீர் விருந்து ஏற்பாடு செய்யப்பட்டுள்ளது. Ladies and gentlemen, we request you all to kindly stand up. Ladies and gentlemen, the chief guest has arrived. We extend a hearty welcome to the Honorable Governor to the Felicitation Program of Operation Sindur. Ladies and gentlemen, we are about to commence the ceremony with a rendition of our national anthem by the brass band, followed by the Tamil Thai Valthu by the NCC cadets.
நிலமடந்த கெழிலொழுகும் சீராரும் வதனமென திகழ்பரத கண்டமிதில் தெக்கணமும் அதில் சிறந்த திராவிடனல் திருநாடும் தக்க சிறு பிறை நுதலும் தரித்தனரும் திலகமுமே அத்திலக வாசனை போல் அனைத்துலகும் இன்பமுற எத்திசையும் புகழ் மணக்க இருந்த பெரும் தமிழனங்கே தமிழனங்கே உன் சீரிலமை திறம் வியந்து செயல் மறந்து வாழ்த்ததுமே வாழ்த்ததுமே வாழ்த்ததுமே.
The lighting of lamp is a traditional and symbolic gesture. It indicates the commencement of an esteemed and glorious event like this. It represents the dispelling of darkness and the illumination by knowledge, wisdom, and progress.
We now humbly request His Excellency Thiru R.N. Ravi, Honorable Governor of Tamil Nadu, to light the traditional lamp.
We also invite Lieutenant General Karanbir Singh Brar, Param Vishis Seva Medal, Ati Vishis Seva Medal, General Officer Commanding, Headquarter, Dakshin Bharat Area, Rear Admiral Satish Shinoy, Nausena Medal, Flag Officer Commanding, Tamil Nadu and Puducherry Naval Area, Air Commodore Pradeep Sharma, Vishis Seva Medal, Air Officer Commanding, Air Force Station, Avadi.
Inspector General Datwinder Singh Saini, Tatrakshak Medal, Commander, Coast Guard Region East, Mr. Kirlosh Kumar, Principal Secretary to Governor, and Professor Kamakoti Vilinathan, Director, IIT Madras.
This ritual also symbolizes our respect for the rich cultural heritage and traditions that shape our values and aspiration. With the light, we invite positivity, prosperity, and enlightenment to guide our deliberations and endeavors. Ladies and gentlemen, now I request Thiru R. Kirlosh Kumar, Principal Secretary to the Honorable Governor of Tamil Nadu, to deliver the welcome address. Sir, please.
அனைவருக்கும் அன்பார்ந்த மாலை வணக்கங்கள். Today is a day to recognize and felicitate the courage, dedication and sacrifice of our soldiers, sailors and airmen. Operation Sindur stands as a shining example of strategic excellence and selfless service to the nation. It is a testament to their unwavering spirit and their relentless pursuit of excellence in safeguarding our nation. Their success is a source of immense pride for every Indian. It is an honor and privilege to extend a warm welcome to the Honorable Governor of Tamil Nadu and the First Lady of our state. Deeply moved by the courage, dedication and professionalism displayed by our forces, our Honorable Governor felt it was imperative that the people of Tamil Nadu collectively express their gratitude and admiration by organizing this civil reception for our armed forces. On this special occasion, I am privileged to welcome the distinguished service heads of the Army, Navy, Air Force and Coast Guard stationed in Tamil Nadu. Lieutenant General Karanbir Singh Brar, PVSM, AVSM, GOC Dakshin Bharat Area. Rear Admiral Satish Shanai, Flag Officer commanding Tamil Nadu and Puducherry Naval Area. Air Commodore Pradeep Sharma, VSM, Air Officer commanding Air Force Station Avadi. And Inspector General Datwinder Singh Saini, TM Commander, Coast Guard Region East. I welcome Thiru Sanjay Dwivedi, Chairman and Managing Director of Armored Vehicles Nigam Limited, Avadi, whose institution continues to play a key role in equipping our armed forces. I extend a warm welcome to Dr. Prakash Chauhan, Director, NRSC ISRO, Dr. S. Christopher, President of the Aerospace Industry Development Association of India, Colonel Rajinder Singh Bhatia, President of the Society of Indian Defence Manufacturers. They have all contributed in strengthening the self-reliance and technological advancement of our defence ecosystem. It is a pleasure to welcome to A.R. Unnikrishnan, Chairman CIA Tamil Nadu State Council. I extend a heartfelt welcome to Professor V. Kamakoti, Director of IIT Madras. I also welcome the officers from the armed forces and the brave Jawans. I extend a warm welcome to the Consul Generals and Honorary Consuls who have joined us today. I welcome the officers of the central government, distinguished recipients of Padma Awards, directors of Kalakshetra Foundation, winners of national accolades in sports and Sahitya Academy Awards, as well as the office bearers and representatives of various cultural and industry associations, including those of freedom fighters, farmers, fishermen, and weavers. I also welcome the press and media, vice chancellors of various universities, academicians, members from various state associations, students, and other distinguished invitees. Let this event be a tribute to the unflinching spirit of our armed forces. Let it inspire future generation to serve with honor, excellence, and abiding love for our nation. Nandri Vanakkam.
Thank you, sir. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, I, Lieutenant Commander Sonali Singh from the Indian Navy, would now take you to ground zero of the Operation Sindur. The thunderous roar of our defense systems, the shuddering of ground with every missile fired, the magnificent metal barrier by the Indian naval fleet, ranged as the mighty Himalayas on the seas, seconds away from raining havoc on strategic location of Pakistan, and the mighty air defenders whose precision and exemplary performance sent a chill down the enemy's spine. This exclusive movie slip, which will be shortly presented before you, would showcase the heroic actions taken during Operation Sindur, a testament to the unwavering commitment and synchronized efforts of our armed forces, which resulted in a grand success.
Operation Sindur, India's resolve against terrorism. Jai Hind, India has long faced the scourge of terrorism emanating from its western neighbor Pakistan, who for many decades has made harboring terrorists and their organizations as part of its undeclared state policy. India has been a victim of this state-backed terrorism for close to 4 decades now. After the 2016 Uri attack, which killed 19 soldiers, India launched surgical strikes across the line of control, targeting militant bases. In 2019, the Pulwama attack claimed 40 lives, prompting the Balakot airstrike, the first Indian air operation inside Pakistan since 1971. These strikes signaled a new assertive approach to counter-terrorism. On April 22nd, 2025, tragedy struck Pahalgam, Jammu and Kashmir. Pakistan-backed terrorists from the resistant front linked to Lashkar-e-Taiba killed 26 civilians, mostly Hindu tourists, in a brutal attack.
उन आतंकियों को और इस हमले की साजिश रचने वालों को उनकी कल्पना से भी बड़ी सजा मिलेगी.
India responded swiftly, taking multiple measures, suspending the Indus Waters Treaty, closing the Atari border, expelling Pakistani diplomats and banning Pakistani visas and flights. India launched Operation Sindur on the night of 6th-7th May 2025. The Indian Armed Forces launched focused, measured and non-escalatory strikes on terrorist infrastructure at 9 locations in Pakistan and Pakistan-occupied Kashmir.
रावलपुर से इस टाइम रिपोर्ट कर रहे हैं आपको कि मौलाना मसूद अजहर साहब के मदरसे में 4 धमाके हो चुके हैं और 5वां धमाका बिल्कुल मेरी आंखों के सामने.
The nexus between the Pakistan army and the terrorist groups was clearly exposed when their top leadership attended the funeral of the slain terrorist.
ऑपरेशन सिंदूर 22 अप्रैल को पहलगाम में हुए विभत्स आतंकवादी हमले के शिकार मासूम नागरिकों व उनके परिवारों को न्याय देने के लिए लॉन्च किया गया था. इस कार्रवाई में 9 टेररिस्ट कैंप्स को टारगेट किया गया और पूरी तरह से इसे बर्बाद किया गया.
No military establishments were targeted. India has demonstrated considerable restraint in its response.
Pakistan escalated the situation by launching a coordinated attack on several key military installations across northern and western India from Srinagar to Bhuj using drones and missiles. Also specifically targeted civilian areas and religious places across the line of control and the international border. However, these threats were effectively intercepted and neutralized by India's integrated counter-unmanned aerial systems grid and air defense networks. As a response to Pakistan's blatant escalation, India retaliated by striking 11 Pakistani air bases, including the critical ones at Nur Khan, Muridke and Rafiki. India also hit the Pakistani radar installations at Lahore and Gujranwala through precision targeting. Following the deadly Pahalgam attack, the Indian Navy was swiftly deployed in the northern Arabian Sea within just 96 hours. At the heart of this maritime response was the formidable carrier battle group led by INS Vikrant, flanked by powerful fighter aircrafts. Supporting this frontline force, surface action groups dominated key waters. The impact was immediate. Pakistan's navy was forced into a defensive posture, reduced to a coastal force. And in a crushing economic blow, Pakistan's maritime trade plummeted by almost 30%. Operation Sindur marked a new chapter in naval power projection, swift, precise and decisive.
India again launched missile attacks, BrahMos, and hit Pakistan's various provinces, including airport in Rawalpindi and other places.
Reeling from this heavy damage, Pakistani DGMO called the Indian DGMO and requested that both sides stop firing.
It was agreed between them that both sides would stop all firing and military action on land and in the air and sea, with effect from 1700 hours Indian Standard Time today.
In Operation Sindur, India's advanced equipment outclassed Pakistan. Chinese supplied air defense systems like the HQ-9 and L-780 were effectively neutralized. Chinese PL-15 missiles and Turkish Bayraktar TB2 UAVs failed to breach Indian defenses, laying bare their operational shortcomings. Rafale jets with Scalp missiles and BrahMos rockets struck terrorist targets precisely. Harap drones destroyed Pakistan's air defenses, including a Lahore radar. S-400 air defense system neutralized Pakistani incoming missiles and aerial threats. India's Atmanirbhar capability was prominently showcased, where the ISRO satellite enabled real-time coordination. Akash Tir, Tejas and other platforms gained global recognition for their efficacy and operational dominance. Operation Sindur achieved its goals, dismantling terrorist infrastructure, breaking their morale, and asserting India's resolve against terrorism. Over 100 terrorists were neutralized and safe havens destroyed. India stands stronger, ensuring justice for Pahalgam's victims.
Our aim was not to inflict casualties, but in case there have been, it is for them to count. Our job is to hit the target, not to count the body bags.
It's quite clear that India is going to respond precisely and decisively should there be any further terror attacks emanating from Pakistan.
भारत पर आतंकी हमला हुआ तो मुंह तोड़ जवाब दिया जाए. कोई भी न्यूक्लियर ब्लैकमेल भारत नहीं सहेगा.
Justice is served. Jai Hind.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm sure that the movie has made it clear that justice is not always served in courtrooms. It is often secured on the battlefield by soldiers who act with resolve to ensure the message is conveyed to the enemy in the language he understands. Operation Sindur was not only the largest and most strategic strike till date, but also the boldest action carried out against any nuclear-armed country in the history of the world. It was a unique tri-services operation involving the Army, Navy, and Air Force. The name was symbolic and poignant tribute to the widows of Pahalgam, a message that their loss would be avenged and justice would be served. It was a declaration that India would not bow to terror and that every tear shed would fuel a response as precise and powerful. Operation Sindur, Pahalgam தாக்குதலில் கணவரை இழந்த நமது சகோதரிகளின் கண்ணீருக்கு அஞ்சலி செலுத்தும் விதமாகவும் அவர்களின் ஈடு செய்ய முடியாத இழப்புக்கு நீதி நிலைநாட்டப்படும் என்று ஒரு செய்தியாக இருந்தது. பயங்கரவாதத்திற்கு இந்தியா அடிபணியாது என்றும் சிந்தும் ஒவ்வொரு கண்ணீர் துளியும் துல்லியமான மற்றும் சக்தி வாய்ந்த பதிலடியை தூண்டும் என்று அது அறிவித்தது. In the next few minutes, we would highlight the importance of carefully selected targets in Pakistan territory, which were struck and razed to ground.
Ladies and gentlemen, may I request your kind attention on the view foil. From 23rd April to 6th of May, spanning a period of 2 weeks, detailed planning was carried out by the Indian Armed Forces to strike key terrorist camps from where the Pakistani army plans, trains, and executes terrorist activities. On 7th of May, 9 terrorist camps were struck with precision by the Indian Armed Forces using indigenous BrahMos cruise missiles and Scalp missiles from aerial as well as ground platforms. Out of these 9 targets, 7 were struck by the Indian Army, which are indicated in red color, and 2 were struck by the Indian Air Force, which are indicated in blue color. Jaish-e-Mohammed headquarters, Markaz Subhanallah in Bhavalpur, implicated in the 2019 Pulwama attack and indoctrination of terrorists, was struck.
भावलपुर से इस टाइम रिपोर्ट कर रहे हैं आपको कि मौलाना मसूद अजहर साहब के मदरसे में 4 धमाके हो चुके हैं और 5वां धमाका बिल्कुल मेरी आंखों के सामने हुआ है। मैं भावलपुर मरीन चौक पे था इस टाइम जब ये आसमान खुद लाल हुआ है और मैं इधर आया हूँ तो अभी एक लाइव धमाका देखा गया इधर से। जैसा कि आपने सुना था कि इंडिया की हिट लिस्ट पे भावलपुर है, तो यहाँ से यहाँ पे उन्होंने काम शुरू कर दिया और 4 धमाके यहाँ पे मौलाना मसूद अजहर के जो है मदरसे में हो चुके हैं और 5वां धमाका भी हो चुका है।
Markaz Toiba Muridke, a major Lashkar-e-Toiba training hub where 2611 attackers, including Ajmal Kassab, were trained, was destroyed. Chakamru, a Lashkar-e-Toiba terrorist camp, was struck. Mehmoona Joya, Sialkot, a Hizbul Mujahideen camp used as a training hub to terrorists, was devastated. Markaz Ahle Hadith Barnala, a religious indoctrination and staging center for the Lashkar-e-Toiba operations targeting Rajouri, Poonch and Riyasi regions of J&K, was struck. Markaz Rail Shahid Gulpur Kotli, one of Hizbul Mujahideen's oldest camps, specialized in guerrilla and sniper tactics in high-altitude terrain, was devastated. Markaz Abbas Kotli, a key Jaish-e-Mohammed hub with the most wanted terrorist operative, Kari Zawar, supporting cross-border attacks, was destroyed. Muzaffarabad, known as Baitul Mujahideen, a long-standing Lashkar-e-Taiba cadre training site, instrumental in preparation for the 2611 Mumbai terrorist attacks, was brought down to shambles. Markaz Sayyidina Bilal Muzaffarabad, a transit camp for the Jaish-e-Mohammed terrorists used by Pakistani SSG to train highly skilled terrorists, was also brought down to shambles. India's actions in Operation Sindoor were focused, measured, and non-escalatory, restricting the precision strikes to only the terror camps without inflicting any casualty on Pakistani civilians.
On 8th of May, Pakistan launched drone incursions, mostly of Turkish origin, and missiles of Chinese origin targeting Indian military and civil sites in border area of Jammu and Kashmir and Punjab. However, India's indigenous Akash missile system, MRSAM, S-400, Zoo, L-70, and Stella intercepted and destroyed them. A rattled Pakistan resorted to heavy artillery fire. In response, Indian armed forces gave a befitting reply through artillery fire. In addition, India destroyed Pakistan's Chinese origin HQ-9 air radar system near Lahore, exposing Lahore's air base to aerial attack. On 9th of May, Pakistan intensified cross-border shelling, particularly in Poonch region, resulting in civilian casualties. Pakistan launched Operation Bunyan al-Marsoos, targeting multiple Indian military installations, including air bases of Avantipur, Srinagar, Jammu, and Udhampur. This operation by Pakistan went futile, as India's air defense system intercepted and destroyed all drones and missiles en route. As a response to this operation, on 10th May, the Indian Air Force carried out calibrated strikes on Noor Khan, Sargoda, Rahim Yar Khan, Sukur, and Bholari air bases near Islamabad, inflicting substantive damage to runways, hangars, radar installations, and important aerial surveillance assets, high-tech combat and transport aerial assets. While Indian Army along the line of control protected sectors of Kupwara, Uri, Poonch and Rajouri and retaliated with precision fire. These satellite images of before and after the strikes are a testament to the telling success of Operation Sindur. It is pertinent to mention here that the strikes carried out on air bases not only destroyed the critical air platforms, but also made the air assets non-functional for any further actions against India.
Ladies and gentlemen, our Blue Water Navy deployed its INS Vikrant carrier battle group along with submarines and strategic vessels into the northern Arabian Sea, well within the striking range of Karachi and Pakistan's naval bases. On April 27th, Indian Navy vessels conducted the BrahMos anti-ship missile firings in the Arabian Sea. The stealth frigate INS Tushil was sent to patrol alongside the carrier group as part of India's deterrence posture. The Indian Coast Guard, as India's nodal maritime law enforcement and search and rescue agency, was integral in maintaining heightened security, vigilance, and operational preparedness in India's coastal and maritime zones, with special focus on the Western Front. The precision strikes and destruction of Pakistan's important surveillance, aerial, and fighting capabilities in the operation conducted on 9th and 10th of May brought Pakistan down on their knees and forced the Pakistani DGMO to raise white flag, requesting its Indian counterpart for a ceasefire. The short conflict highlighted India's military might and effectiveness of its indigenous weapons and equipment, highlighting the rise of Atmanirbhar Bharat. The conclusion of Operation Sindur stirred a wave of emotion across India. Operation Sindur became a rallying cry in which jubilant citizens came together on the streets to celebrate India's success. This, ladies and gentlemen, was Operation Sindur, not just a military strike, but a testament to a nation's soul, a story of sacrifice, unity, and an unbreakable promise to protect the nation. A clear message that India will no longer tolerate terror and that justice will always be served.
Operation Sindur ஒரு இராணுவ நடவடிக்கை மட்டுமல்ல, அது நம் தேசத்தின் உயிர் நாடி, தன்னலமற்ற தியாகத்தின் எடுத்துக்காட்டு. மேலும் இது ஒரு ஒற்றுமைக்கு ஒரு சான்று மற்றும் சேவை செய்வதற்கான ஒரு உறுதியான வாக்குறுதி. நம் பாரத தேசம் பயங்கரவாதத்தையும் அநீதியையும் பொறுத்துக் கொள்ளாது என்பதுதான் ஆபரேஷன் சிந்தூரின் செய்தி. We now welcome His Excellency Thiru R.N. Ravi, Honorable Governor of Tamil Nadu, and the distinguished dignitaries to the stage. Lieutenant General Karambir Singh Brad, Param Vishesh Seva Medal, Ati Vishesh Seva Medal, General Officer Commanding Dakshin Bharat Area. Rear Admiral Satish Senai, Nausena Medal, Flag Officer Commanding Tamil Nadu and Puducherry Naval Area. Air Commodore Pradeep Sharma, Vishesh Seva Medal, Air Officer Commanding Air Force Station Avadi. Inspector General Datvinder Singh Saini, Tatrashek Medal, Commander Coast Guard East. Mr. Kailash Kumar, Principal Secretary to Governor. Professor Kamakodi Viri Nathan, Director IIT Madras. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for these eminent personalities as they grace the stage. Ladies and gentlemen, it is with a heart full of reverence and eyes shining with pride that I invite to the stage Lieutenant General Karanbir Singh Barar, Param Vishesh Seva Medal, Ati Vishesh Seva Medal, General Officer Commanding, Dakshin Bharat Area, to deliver the keynote address.
His Excellency, Honorable Governor of Tamil Nadu, Thiru R.N. Ravi, Professor V. Kamakoti, Director, IIT Madras, Rear Admiral Satish Shenoy, Nausena Medal, Flag Officer Commanding, Tamil Nadu Area, Air Commodore Pradeep Sharma, Vishesh Seva Medal, Air Officer Commanding Air Force Station Tamram, Shri Datinder Singh Saini, Tat Raksha Medal, Commander CG East, Shri Kilosh Kumar, Personal Secretary to Honorable Governor, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, Jai Hind and Vanikam. On behalf of the armed forces, I would like to express our very sincere gratitude to the Honorable Governor for this civil reception to honor the armed forces for their success in Operation Sindur. Sir, we are indeed grateful for your continued motivation, support, and inspiration to all of us. At the same time, I would also like to thank all our guests who have come here and taken time out to participate in this event. We are really truly honored. The details of Operation Sindur have just been given to you. I will only highlight or reiterate some few important aspects. The first question is, why did it take Pakistan only 88 hours to raise the white flag? The reason is that the India armed forces struck at their heart. The strikes were punitive. And what is their heart? The headquarters of their terror organization, that is Jaish-e-Mohammed and Lashkar-e-Taiba. And when they escalated, we struck at the heart of that terror organization, which is the Pakistan military, because there is no difference. So that was the reason that in 88 hours, they raised their white flag, and there was a new normal and a strategic shift that now if you attack any terror strike, then your mainland will be struck. While we destroyed their terror bases, air bases, and all the things which you have seen in video evidence and satellite images, so that conclusively proves that the AD systems had failed. And that was highlighted again. They have AD systems for certain foreign countries, so it was a surprise to many that they have failed. On the contrary, whatever they launched at us, we could stop them. And there is no satellite imagery of our destruction because there is none on ground. Because you would know that Pakistan has many friends who would have provided photographs and satellite imagery had there been something on ground. None of the papers, foreign or otherwise, has given one evidence because there was none. So, you know, our effectiveness and their ineffectiveness has been proved quite well. And I myself was GOC in Amritsar during Balakot strike. So how this AD system is formulated, and I can assure you, at that time also we were strong. We had brought down certain drones. And in fact, I myself modified our integration with the Air Force and AD. So therefore, what I'm saying is, from my personal experience, that our air defense, it is not only the weapons which matter. it is the people behind the weapons and how they operate and how professional they are also matter a lot, in fact, matter more. We control the escalation ladder in a copybook warfare style, that our strikes were non-escalately proportionate and delivered. You have seen what is happening recently. There was no collateral damage, no civilian casualties, and no attacks on population centers. So therefore, you know, whatever we do it in the right manner with the right conscience. It also, of course, been highlighted, Atmanirbhar and Make in India, Akash, BrahMos, Shilka, our kill chain mechanism, and all other things which are happening. And this venue has been chosen with design, because the future warfare is all technology. And IIT Madras has been doing excellent job as far as promoting technology and the defense. So therefore, warfare now is the defense and tech have to be together. So that is the message of us being from IIT platform telling you that how we are getting integrated. Of course, the nuclear bluff was called off. Actually, it is more than a nuclear bluff. It is a terror blackmail. They will continue terror, and if you strike, they said we'll raise the, but that thing has been called off very well. And we achieved the conflict termination terms in 3 days. And you see the happening all around. And whether it's Russia, Ukraine, or in the Middle East and what's recently happening. So making sure the war terminates on your term is something which needs to be really applauded, and we achieved our objectives. Most of the time, we start because of the social media, glory hunting and hashtags which dictate what's happening. But as far as Indian armed forces are concerned, war is a serious business. We don't create too much of noise. But again, I can assure you, we have been, and most of us have been in UN missions in Congo, South. I was in Congo and South Sudan. I was in sector commander South Sudan. The Indian army is put in the place where the actual fighting is there. No other country army wants to go there. And I can assure you that in one of the operations, a major country, which is our neighbor, their people ran away from the post because of the firing of the rebels. So we had to stabilize. So we know each other very well, despite what is happening on the social media. Finally, and that is the main thing, that our national leadership, our Prime Minister, it was the resolute national leadership and decision-making and unflinching resolve and seamless collaboration between the Indian Armed Forces and entire national defense ecosystem which brought all this together. So our doctrine and posture is evolving, though we are strong, in which we are assertive, but we also are aligned with our values. Yesterday was International Yoga Day. Yoga, the theme was Yoga for One Earth, One Health, which again, you know, India is always giving positivity to the world for being well-being and for the inclusivity of the world. And our values, our culture of 1,000 years make India strong and unique. But now I think whatever we see, it is currently happening. It is time the world realizes that India is one country where the world is facing so much of instability and power struggles. India is one country which is stable and has consideration for the well-being of the world and the humanity. So with this, I end all, and once again, I thank the Honorable Governor and all of you for honoring us. Thank you very much. Jai Hind.
Thank you, sir. Your words have truly motivated us and set the tone for today's event.
Ladies and gentlemen, Ladies and gentlemen, as we have gathered here today to commemorate a monumental achievement, India's glorious success in Operation Sindur, I would take this opportunity to request our Honorable Governor, His Excellency Thiru R.N. Ravi, to come forward and felicitate the service heads of Tamil Nadu. May I now request Lieutenant General Karanbir Singh Barar, Param Vishish Seva Medal, Ati Vishish Seva Medal, General Officer Commanding Dakshin Bharat Area to please come forward.
Lieutenant General Karanbir Singh Barar, Param Vishish Seva Medal, Ati Vishish Seva Medal, Tenindiya Pagudi Ranuvattin General Adhikari Commanding.
The first commander of the Men in Olive Greens deployed in protection of the motherland. May I now request Rear Admiral Satish Shenoy, Nausena Medal, Flag Officer Commanding Tamil Nadu and Puducherry Naval Area to come forward.
Rear Admiral Satish Senai, Nausena Medal, Tamil Nadu மற்றும் புதுச்சேரி கடற்படை பிராந்தியத்தின் கொடி அதிகாரி.
The naval commander whose team ensured surveillance and interception of threats and deterrence in air, at sea and underwater near Tamil Nadu as well as the Arabian Sea. I would now request Air Commodore Pradeep Sharma, Vishisht Seva Medal, Air Officer Commanding Air Force Station Navati.
Air Commodore Pradeep Sharma, Vishisht Seva Medal, India Vimana Padai Avadi, Vimana Talathin Talevar.
May I now request Inspector General Datvinder Singh Saini, Tatrakshak Medal, Commander, Coast Guard Region East.
Inspector General Datvinder Singh Saini, Tatrakshak Medal, Kadalora Kaval Padai, Kirakku Mandabathil, Commander.
The commander whose team undertook swift action to safeguard the coastal region of Tamil Nadu. Now may I please request Professor Kamakoti, Director, IIT Madras, to please step forward.
பேராசிரியர் காமக்கோடி வீணாதன், இந்திய தொழில்நுட்ப பல்கலைக்கழகம் சென்னையின் இயக்குனர்.
Now moving on to the warriors behind the scenes who catalyze the Indian defense industry and empower our defense forces. May I please request Dr. Prakash Chauhan, Director, National Remote Sensing Center, ISRO, to come on stage.
Dr. Prakash Chauhan, தேசிய ரிமோட் சென்சிங் மையம், இஸ்ரோவின் இயக்குனர்.
May I now request Colonel Rajendra Singh Bhatia, retired President, Society of Indian Defense Manufacturers, to please come on stage.
Colonel Rajendra Singh Bhatia, இந்திய பாதுகாப்பு உற்பத்தியாளர்கள் சங்கத்தின் இயக்குனர்.
Thank you, sir. Kanchi Kamakoti Mutt had expressed their gratitude and best wishes for the yeoman services rendered by the Indian Armed Forces in Operation Sindur. As a token of appreciation, they have sent shawls in their honor to be presented today by the Director, IIT Madras. May I please request Lieutenant General Karanbir Singh Barar, Param Vishish Seva Medal, Ati Vishish Seva Medal, GOC Dakshin Bharat Area, to please come forward for felicitation by Professor Kamakoti, Director, IIT Madras. May I now request Rear Admiral Satish Shenoy, Nausena Medal, Flag Officer, Commanding Tamil Nadu and Puducherry Naval Area, to please step forward. May I now request Air Commodore Pradeep Sharma, Vishish Seva Medal, Air Officer Commanding Air Force Station Avadi, to step forward, please. May I now request Inspector General Datwinder Singh Saini, Rakshak Medal Commander Coast Guard Region East, to step forward. May I once again please call on stage Dr. Prakash Chauhan, Director, National Remote Sensing Center, ISRO. May I now request Colonel Rajendra Singh Bhatia, retired President, Society of Indian Defence Manufacturers, to please come forward.
May I request the Honorable Governor for a group photograph with the felicitated brave hearts. Thiru R. Ravi was born in Patna, Bihar, and did his master's in physics in 1974. After a brief stint in journalism, he joined the Indian Police Service in 1976 and was allotted to the Kerala cadre. He served in Kerala in various capacities, including districts for over a decade, and then in different parts of the country in various capacities. While serving in the Central Bureau of Investigation, he led several anti-corruption crusades against organized criminal gangs, including the mining mafias in the country. While in the Intelligence Bureau, Ministry of Home Affairs, Government of India, the premier intelligence agency of the country, he served largely in theaters of insurgencies and violence, including in the Jammu and Kashmir, the Northeast, and Maoist-infected regions. He also specialized in the dynamics of human migration in South Asia and worked extensively on the political sociology of border populations. He has played crucial roles in conflict resolutions in areas affected by ethnic insurgencies and brought several armed rebel groups into peace. He was the architect of India's international cooperation in counterterrorism and intelligence sharing. After retirement from government service in 2012, he wrote regular columns in national dailies. He was appointed as the chairman of the Joint Intelligence Committee in the Prime Minister's office, whereas as the head of the intelligence community, he coordinated and guided the agencies to meet the national security needs of the country. He was appointed as the center's interlocutor for the Naga peace talks in August 2014. Within a short time, he could achieve a paradigm shift in the peace process by bringing the issue from abroad to the land and its people and making it truly inclusive by making the genuine stakeholders integral to it. Soon, all the rebel armed groups signed agreement for a settlement of the 7-decades-old separatist insurgency within the Indian Union and the ambit of the Constitution of India, which could usher in peace in Nagaland and the rest of Northeast India. He was appointed as Deputy National Security Advisor in October 2018. He served as the Governor of Nagaland from 1st August 2019 till 16 September 2021. He has been appointed as the Governor of Tamil Nadu by the Honorable President of India and assumed the office as the 26th Governor of Tamil Nadu on 18 September 2021. We now humbly request the Honorable Governor to add more glory to this remarkable event with his inspiring words.
Lieutenant General Karanbir Singh Barar, PVSM, AVSM, General Officer Commanding Dakshin Bharat Area. Friends, on behalf of you all, I extend our congratulations to General Barar for having been decorated with the highest military honor of Param Vishisht Seva Medal by the President of India for his distinguished service in an extraordinary manner. Rear Admiral Satish Shenoy, Nausena Medal, Flag Officer Commanding Tamil Nadu and Puducherry Naval Area. Air Commodore Pradeep Sharma, Vishisht Seva Medal, Air Officer Commanding Air Force Station Avadi. Inspector General Datwinder Singh Saini, Tat Rakshak Medal, Commander Coast Guard Region East. Professor V. Kamakoti, Director IIT Madras, and Thiru Kirlos Kumar, Secretary to Governor. And all the distinguished invitees, Excellencies, from foreign countries, brothers and sisters. This event, we are here to express our profound sense of appreciation and gratitude to our armed forces, the armed forces of Bharat, for bringing us the glory which has kept the head high with pride of every Bharatiya through this spectacular Operation Sindur, which will go down in history for the military strategist as perhaps the shortest war, decisive war, precise war, a war which achieved the goal. This is also, we are also here to say thank you to the industry, defense industries. They have been contributing significantly to building our capacity. A very big thank you to you all. Friends, we heard that this operation, which lasted for 88 hours, it could not have lasted even 88 hours. It could have been completed much earlier because Pakistan forced us to conclude it. When Pakistan committed the act of terror and we responded, we thought Pakistan would understand and appreciate. But they continued thereafter in their act of retaliation, trying to create problems for us. Of course, thanks to our air defense system, thanks to our military, they couldn't succeed. They were getting frustrated. And then, on the 10th night, when we got the intelligence that they were planning to do something we thought now they have to be taught a lesson. This lesson we could have taught them even on the very second day. But we thought no, our intention was to just drive the message, we will punish you, we will destroy all your terrorist assets. And then, when Pakistan thought of escalating, there's less than half an hour on the 10th morning, and their critical air bases were all made non-functional, they were destroyed. They were not in a position to operate. Many of their assets, critical assets, were made non-operational. This, what we did on 10th of morning, on the morning of 10th, we could have done even before, but our intention was not that. But Pakistan continued escalating, and so we had to teach them lesson, and it took 4 days. This Operation Sindur will go down in history as a war, because which concluded so fast, achieving its goal. We have been watching, we have been witnessing wars around the world. The war starts, but it doesn't end easily. We are seeing Russia-Ukraine war. We have seen Israel, Hamas, Israel, Hezbollah, now Israel, Iran. Going on for days. Not yet clear where the objective, anyone achieved the objective as yet. And this has been generally the norm, that war starts with certain objectives, certain goals, but the way it spans out, the way it unravels, it spins out, it gets protracted. Now this making it so precise, so swift, military historians, strategists, analysts, they will continue studying Operation Sindur for a long time to come, writing volumes about it. Friends, Operation Sindur has been a watershed event in India's history. Our Prime Minister said, "यह नया उभरता भारत का जय घोष है." This is a thunderous acclaim of rising new India. You know, it is a watershed in many ways. People, those who are studying India, the world across, they will judge India before, pre-Operation Sindur and post-Operation Sindur. On multiple fronts, it is watershed. In terms of terrorism, how to counter, how to deal with terrorism. For the first time, we have absolute clarity. We have been victims of Pakistan terrorism, terrorist attacks for long. Numerous attacks have happened. To count a few, Parliament attack, Mumbai attack. And every time, Pakistan succeeded in marketing its fiction that terrorists are autonomous entities. They are not entirely under Pakistan military or Pakistani state's control. It was a fiction. It is a fiction. But this fiction, they perpetuated, saying that these terrorists and armed jihadis are autonomous entities. That is how Murid K and Bahawalpur, Laskar-e-Toiba and Jaise Muhammad all these terrorist headquarters, they continued functioning from decades and decades and decades. This time, Bharat made it very clear, and that clarity we ought to have got before, good, at least we got now, that there is no distinction between terrorist and Pakistani state, means Pakistani military. Terrorists are not separate from Pakistan military. Terrorists are a wing of Pakistan military. The fiction had gone so deep in our mind and in our psyche that even now when we read newspapers and the analyst writing, a strategist writing, we say Pak-sponsored terrorism. When you say sponsored, means you are not the primary agent, you have made somebody else to do the work for you. No, this is not a sponsored, it is a Pakistani attack. They have created assets which do not wear Pakistani military uniform, but they do the command of the Pakistani military, Pakistani state. Obviously, being a different kind of a formation, it's the standard operating procedure will not be that of a standard military. It will have a different kind of, it will have its own flexibility, its own deniability. They will try to. But over the years, there is not even a shred of doubt that terrorists in Pakistan are extension of the Pakistani military. And this was made very, very clear this time. And Prime Minister made it abundantly clear there is no distinction between a terrorist and Pakistani state. They are one and the same. So if there is an act of terror happens on our soil, and if an Indian citizen loses life, there will be consequences in Pakistan. They must be prepared for it. This absolute clarity, we must get rid of even our syndrome, the Pakistani Pak-backed or Pakistani sponsored. It was a Pakistani attack. They have mastered this crowd because it is low cost. Low cost in the sense that they keep taking advantage of the fact that, look, they are not under our control entirely. That fiction has been busted once and for all. So this clarity hereafter, Prime Minister made it very clear that if there is an attack, terror attack from Pakistan, it will be considered as attack by Pakistan, Pakistan military, it's an act of war, it will have a consequence. Then, for the first time, there were other options that we never even thought of, like Indus Water Treaty. Think of it. When water passes through us, we give water or we give things only after satisfying our need. Where there are areas in our country, we have areas in Rajasthan, areas in Punjab and Haryana where we need water, more and more water. But we have been giving this water, our share of water to Pakistan, through a treaty of 1960. It is an unequal, unfair treaty. But there was an implicit assumption that there will be good behavior on your part. When we are giving you water of our share, we will expect you to behave properly. And when Pakistan continued their misadventures, we never thought of exercising it. This time we did. It was an act of war. Pakistan has been doing it again and again and again. Now Indus Water Treaty is suspended. This is a bold move. And it has started showing the impact. In future, it will show greater impact, and we are very clear about it. This clarity on what we call Shatru Bodh, clarity about your enemy. Unless you have a clarity about your enemy, you will remain confused. If you do not know your enemy, be sure you will never have a good, a reliable friend, because even your friend will suspect you. You are not clear in your mind. This time, for the first time, there was with a clarity on with Shatrubodh, who is the enemy. Is the terrorist who is not the enemy. Enemy is the Pakistani state, Pakistani military. But even then, we exercise utmost restraint by destroying only their terrorist infrastructure of Pakistan military. We did not target their declared military assets or military installations. We were compelled to act when they started becoming more and more misadventurous. And thanks to our military, we achieved it within no time. So the clarity, absolute clarity at the political level, clarity at the policy level, and absolute clarity and execution at the military level. It was a unique and beautiful and rare combination of all these. This is a watershed also from the point of view that we have also shown the degree of our self-reliance. Pakistan, all borrowed, all got from their friends. They had their air defense. You heard it, you saw it. They had their defenses, they had their fighters. Whereas, and we know, all the world knows what happened to that. Here we, Bharat, quite a number of our platforms, quite a number of our military wares were indigenous. Fully indigenous, some were partly indigenous. But it's moving, we are moving towards self-reliance in military, in our defense. And here, I congratulate and laud the roles of our defense industry, both public sector and private sector. Private sector is doing phenomenally well. They are coming up, and I'm sure in coming days, they will make us prouder. Reliability, credibility, efficiency of our indigenous military solutions, military platforms, we demonstrated it. Military coordination. Officially, we have not yet achieved that. Theater command operationalized it as yet. But the jointness, the military jointness that was demonstrated, with all our forces in absolute sync, it shows the level of maturity to which our armed forces have reached. And look at, imagine if an terror attack several attacks have happened in the past. The communication, a smooth communication between the civil and the military leadership, absolutely real time, absolutely clear. In earlier days, something happens, report will go to the political executive will think over what to do, they will have a meeting, meeting will be inconclusive because there is a lack of clarity. Since there is a lack of clarity on the part of the civil leadership, political leadership, naturally military will not be able to act because ours is a democracy. Ours is a responsible military. It is not like Pakistan that it is the military that owns the state. So that lack of clarity at the political level, it permeated down and it created so much of delay and confusion. This time, right from 22nd of April when Pahalgam happened, Prime Minister cut short, returned, and from that day on, there was absolute a smooth communication and clarity. When the political leadership gave a clear hand, free hand to the military, we have to punish Pakistan. You are the professionals, You know how to do it. You choose your target. You choose your timing. From political side, you have to do it. You do it. And that, with that clarity, our military delivered it. Delivered the victory that the whole country is proud of. Friends, our state, Tamil Nadu, is known for its contribution to our military. It's not only that we have got a number of premier defense industries located here, but the people of Tamil Nadu have been a very crucial part of our military. If you look at the number of personnel from Tamil Nadu in our Indian Army, I'm not sure how many states can come close to that. In fact, some years back, when I was traveling, I was pleasantly surprised when I visited this district, Vellore. I found there is a village named after military. They call it Ranuva Petai. You know, Ranuva is military, army. There, the village. Contribution, this is the bravery and the valor, it is there in the blood of the people of this place. And it is there since long. They have been fighting battles. We know the battles which the Cholas fought. We know the battles subsequent rulers fought. We know the battles how Panchalan Kurichi, how our people fought the British. This is a fighting race. And when the Operation Sindur happened, it was a popular desire. It was not that I just thought, many people here, and I thank them very much. When I've been traveling extensively in the state, and everywhere I went, people expressed their joy that, look, our military has done something so great, we are so proud of them. And that is what prompted, I said, okay, we must have, since you have all been talking so much about wherever I went, we will organize a civic reception to our military. Because military must know that you are not fighting alone. The whole nation is behind you. And they will always be behind you. Now we have challenge for the future. Because we know that the dynamic and character of war is changing. We are witnessing it. More and more technology, more and more advanced technology. More and more unmanned vehicles being deployed. And here comes the critical role of institution like IIT Madras. They have been doing exceptionally great work. And friends, I must share with you, some of you might not be aware, that IIT Madras, in terms of research and innovations, they have been leading. And last year, in the year 2024, they have created more than 400 patents in 1 year. Director at IIT had set the target at the beginning, have 1 patent a day. And they had exceeded the target. And this time, I have urged him, setting a new target, that 2025, your target is 1.5 patent a day. We must have 600 patents by 2025. I have no doubt IIT Madras will achieve it. Research and innovation. That is what is needed. And there is no dearth of talent in our country, I am sure. We have the best, and they will deliver the best. This evening is dedicated to our soldiers, to our proud military, to our proud military industry. I wish them the very brave, all the very best. And once again, I try to remind them that country shall ever be with you, behind you, will always be proud of you. And as usual, we know for sure that you will never ever let the flag of India come down. I know that. So every Indian knows it. Thank you very much. Jai Hind.
Thank you, sir. Your words have truly enriched our gathering today, leaving us motivated and enlightened. At this time, we humbly request our Honorable Governor and dignitaries to please proceed from the stage and take their seats among the audience. Your continued presence among us is truly appreciated as we move forward with the program. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, in the 14th century, when being at war was a trend, men fought throughout the day. When the daylight faded and it was close to sunset, the troops had to disengage from combat in order to not kill their own men in the dark. Above the din and fury of the battle, the neighing of wounded horses, the clinking of swords, the wails of dying men, and the rage of war, nothing could be heard. Thus, to mark the end of a day in combat, the signal was conveyed by sound. Of the many specific sound signals conveyed by beating of the drums, one that marked the end of a day in combat was the beating retreat. It was sounded as the civil twilight broke, ordering all troops to halt fighting and move back to the confines of their camps or billeting areas. The drums were beaten in a particular way at a particular cadence to communicate the orders. Hence, the military band has immense historic significance for the armed forces. So before we embark on our cultural and musical odyssey, let me introduce you to the magnificent band that you see here on stage. A perfect blend and display of inter-services synchronization, represented by the world-renowned Eastern Naval Command Band and the fabulous and the very talented Madras Regimental Center Band. So ladies and gentlemen, please welcome and give a huge round of applause to this military band of perfect brilliance. The conductor for this piece will be Naib Subedar Ravi Kumar.
तेरे नाम जो कर जावा कम है वो तू सारे जहां से प्यारी मेरी भारत की बेटी तू सारे जहां पे भारी मेरी भारत की बेटी दिल जान है शान हमारी मेरी भारत की बेटी जीती रहो जीतती रहो हो तेरे नैनों से टपके हर आंसू है अपना जो तेरे होठों पे ठहरे वो गीत अब अपना जो सीना तान के तू चल दे उठता है सर अपना जा जी ले अपनी जिंदड़ी सर पर हाथ है अपना तेरा जो भी है जिम्मा अब जिम्मा है अपना सपने सच करने की तेरी बारी हो तू सारे जहां में प्यारी मेरी भारत की बेटी भारत की बेटी, दिल जान है शान हमारी, मेरे भारत की बेटी, जीती रहो जीतती रहो। सारे जहां से प्यारी मेरे भारत की बेटी, तू सारे जहां पे भारी मेरे भारत की बेटी, दिल जान है शान हमारी मेरे भारत की बेटी, जीती रहो जीतती रहो। तू सारे जहां से प्यारी मेरे भारत की बेटी, तू सारे जहां पे भारी मेरे भारत की बेटी, दिल जान है शान हमारी मेरे भारत की बेटी, जीती रहो जीतती रहो।
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the other conductor of the next piece, Sharat Kumar Singh Babu, Master Chief Petty Officer, musician, second class.
नहीं एक जश्न है भारत रग रग में है, जीत की आदत ऐसा हुनर दुश्मन भी सलामी दे। तू सूरज हम तेरे उजाले, तुझसे जुदा नहीं होने वाले, आखिर तक हम सफर पे होंगे के। जय हिंद जो नस नस में है, हर बाजी फिर बस में है, जिद तान के हिंदोस्ता बोले। सुजलाम सुफलाम मलयज शीतलाम सस्य श्यामलाम वंदे मातरम। सुजलाम सुफलाम मलयज शीतलाम सस्य श्यामलाम वंदे मातरम। ना ही ज़मीन आसमानों में, ना ही मुमकिन हो दो जहानों में, जज्बे इरादे और ये जुनून बनते हैं दिल के कारखानों में। पहुंच गए अंबर से आगे, धरती से भी बंदे धागे, रहते वतन के मिट्टी से जुड़ के। जय हिंद जो नस नस में है, हर बाजी फिर बस में है, जिद तान के हिंदोस्ता बोले। सुजलाम सुफलाम मलयज शीतलाम सस्य श्यामलाम वंदे मातरम। सुजलाम सुफलाम मलयज शीतलाम सस्य श्यामलाम वंदे मातरम। जय जय भारती, सेवा करेंगे हम देश की। जय 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 भारती, हमें प्यारी है आजादी, रक्षा करेंगे सागर तट की, ताकत बढ़ाएंगे भारत की। याद करो उन वीरों की, शहीदों से न की। जय 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 भारती, सेवा करेंगे हम देश की। जय 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 भारती, हमें प्यारी है आजादी। देश पुकारे जब सबको, दुख सुख बाटे एक समान। नीली वर्दी वालों का दल, बढ़ता आगे सीना तान। वायुसेना की ये शान, पीछे हो या करे कमान। मन खतरा कोई आए अगर, छाए नभ पर काल ज़मां। सूर्य के वीरों लो अभिनंदन, सूर्य के वीरों लेते प्रण। देश के नभ पर तब फैलाओ पर, हर प्रहार लौटाओ घर। शत शत है तुमको नमन। कदम कदम बढ़ाए जा, खुशी के गीत गाए जा। ये जिंदगी है कौम की तो कौम पे लुटाए जा। कदम कदम बढ़ाए जा, खुशी के गीत गाए जा। ये जिंदगी है कौम की तो कौम पे लुटाए जा। तू शेर हिंद आगे बढ़, बने से तू कभी न डर। तू शेर हिंद आगे बढ़, बने से तू कभी न डर। उड़ा के दुश्मनों के सर जो वतन बढ़ाए जा। उड़ा के दुश्मनों के सर जो वतन बढ़ाए जा। कदम कदम बढ़ाए जा, खुशी के गीत गाए जा। ये जिंदगी है कौम की तो कौम पे लुटाए जा। सारे जहां से अच्छा हिंदुस्तान हमारा हमारा। सारे जहां से अच्छा हम बुलबुले हैं इसकी। ये गुलसिता हमारा हमारा। सारे जहां से अच्छा हिंदुस्तान हमारा हमारा। सारे जहां से अच्छा मजहब नहीं सिखाता आपस में बैर रखना। मजहब नहीं सिखाता आपस में बैर रखना। हिंदी है हम, हिंदी है हम, हिंदी है हम। वतन है हिंदुस्तान हमारा हमारा। सारे जहां से अच्छा हिंदुस्तान हमारा हमारा। सारे जहां से अच्छा।
That surely was one performance which was deserving of a huge round of applause. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, inspired and depicting the tragic Pahalgam terror attack, this performance by the NCC cadets of MOP Vaishnav College and KRM Public School portrays the nation's journey from grief to determination through Operation Sindur. Using a mix of dance, short skits, and music, the performance reflects the emotions of sacrifice, bravery, and love for the country, leaving a strong impact on the audience. So let's put our hands together for the NCC cadets.
अफसोस नहीं जो तेरे लिए सौ दर्द सहे महफूज रहे तेरी आन सदा चाहे जान मेरी ये रहे न रहे मेरी ज़मीं महबूब मेरी मेरी नस नस में तेरा इश्क बहे फीका न पड़े कभी रंग तेरा जिस्मों से निकल के खून कहे गुल बन के मैं खिल जावा इतनी सी है दिल की आरज़ू तेरी नदियों में बह जावा तेरे खेतों में लहरावा इतनी सी है दिल की आरज़ू
In a big revelation, one of the terrorists who opened fire on a group of tourists in Jammu and Kashmir's Pahalgam was seen wielding an AK-47 in a photo accessed by India Today. The attacker, dressed in a grey kurta pajama, was captured on cameras.
चिंगारी सिद्ध से जुनू तक है जाना हर कतरा बोल रहा मैं लड़ जाना है लहू में एक चिंगारी सिद्ध से जुनू तक है जाना हर कतरा बोल रहा मैत्रीं भजत अखिल हृजयत्रीं मैत्रीं भजत अखिल हृजयत्रीं आत्मवदेव परानपि पश्यत आत्मवदेव परानपि पश्यत युद्धं त्यजत स्पर्धां त्यजत युद्धं त्यजत स्पर्धां त्यजत त्यजत परेश्वर क्रममाक्रमणं त्यजत परेश्वर क्रममाक्रमणं मैत्रीं भजत अखिल हृजयत्रीं मैत्रीं भजत अखिल हृजयत्रीं
What an absolutely mesmerizing performance we just witnessed. Let's put our hands together for a thunderous round of applause for these incredibly talented artists who brought this spectacular dance and drama to life.
Ladies and gentlemen, prepare yourself to be moved by the hypnotic pipe band of 16 Madras, a symbol of discipline, pride, and patriotism. With its melody and powerful rhythm, the band inspires courage and unity, echoing the strength of our armed forces. Let us invite these exceptional musicians who bring life to our traditions and elevate the spirit of every gathering. Please welcome the pipe band of 16 Madras as they take the stage to entertain and inspire us with their music. What a powerful and breathtaking performance by the pipe band of 16 Madras. Every beat of the drum and every note of the pipe echoed with passion and precision. It was not just a display of musical talent, but celebration of discipline and pride. Thank you, 16 Madras, for this captive performance and making this event even more memorable. Ladies and gentlemen, as we move forward, now get ready to witness art in motion with bold strokes, lightning speed, and breathtaking creativity. He transforms a blank canvas into a masterpiece just in few minutes. Please put your hands together and welcome the incredibly talented speed painter, Mr. Vilas Nayak, to the stage.
रास्ता है तेरा, तूने अब जाना है। हाँ यही सपना है तेरा, तूने पहचाना है। रास्ता है तेरा, तूने अब जाना है। हाँ यही सपना है तेरा, तूने पहचाना है। तुझे अब ये दिखाना है। मुश्किल कोई आ जाए तो, पर्वत कोई टकराए तो, ताकत कोई दिखलाए तो, तूफान कोई मंडलाए तो, मुश्किल कोई आ जाए तो, पर्वत कोई टकराए तो, बरसे चाहे अंबर से आग लिपटे चाहे पैरों से नाग, बरसे चाहे अंबर से आग लिपटे चाहे पैरों से नाग, पाएगा जो लक्ष्य है तेरा, लक्ष्य तो हर हाल में पाना है। हिम्मत से जो कोई चले, धरती हिले कदमों तले, क्या दूरियां क्या फासले, मंजिल लगे आगे गले, हिम्मत से जो कोई चले, धरती हिले कदमों तले, तू चल यूं ही अब सुबह शाम, रुकना झुकना नहीं तेरा काम, तू चल यूं ही अब सुबह शाम, रुकना झुकना नहीं तेरा काम, पाएगा जो लक्ष्य है तेरा, लक्ष्य तो हर हाल में पाना है। रास्ता है तेरा, तूने अब जाना है, हाँ यही सपना है तेरा, तूने पहचाना है, तुझे अब ये दिखाना है।
To our soldiers who crossed mountains and mines with unmatched courage, to our pilots who flew into fire without fear, to our leaders who stood strong, not shaken, we offer our salute. This painting is a tribute to them. Ladies and gentlemen, give a huge round of applause for the art and the artist.
Moving on, we have a dance performance by the Kalakshetra Foundation. The Kalakshetra Foundation presents Operation Sindur, a dance form, beginning with excerpts from Veera Sudandiram, drawn from Subramanya Bharati's fiery verses on freedom. The poet urges unwavering devotion to the motherland, proclaiming Vande Mataram as the soul's refuge. Once awakened to the nobility of true independence, he asks, how can people settle for lesser desires? To trade freedom for fleeting pleasures is likened to exchanging sunlight for a firefly or one's eyes for a mere painting. Bharati envisions people so rooted in patriotic fervor that no illusion can lure them up. The second half of Operation Sindur features Vijay Vishwa Tiranga Pyara, a stirring patriotic composition by Shyamala Gupta. This ode to the Indian flag celebrates its color, red for sacrifice, white for peace, and green for growth, as symbols of national pride and unity. The poem calls upon every citizen to honor the tricolor with unwavering dedication, promising to protect its dignity through strength, service, and solidarity. It stands as a radiant emblem of freedom, binding the spirit of the people in shared love for the motherland. This is a tribute to the brave hearts that keep our nation's spirit forever flying high.
गजवदन करुण सदन श्री गजवदन करुण सदन शंकर बाल लंबोदर सुंदर गजवदन करुण सदन शंकर बाल लंबोदर सुंदर गजवदन करुण सदन अजन मरेंद्रनु अजन मरेंद्रनु मुनिवर पड़ियु अजन मरेंद्रनु मुनिवर पड़ियु पंकज चरण शरणं शरणं पंकज चरण शरणं शरणं श्री गजवदन करुण सदन சங்கர பால லம்போதர சுந்தர கஜவதன கருண சதன वन्दे मातरम् वन्दे मातरम् वन्दे मातरम्
वन्दे मातरम् वन्दे मातरम् वन्दे मातरम् वन्दे
வந்தே மாதரம் என்போம் எங்கள் மாநில தாயை வணங்குவோம் என்போம். வந்தே மாதரம் என்போம் எங்கள் மாநில தாயை வணங்குவோம் என்போம்.
பனிமலையின் மீதுலாவுவோ அடிமேலை கடல் முழுதும் கப்பல் விடுவோம்
அடிமேலை கடல் முழுதும் கப்பல் விடுவோம்.
विजयी विश्व तिरंगा प्यारा जय गोविंद रहे
के भीषण रण में लग कर बदे जोश क्षण क्षण में स्वतंत्रता के भीषण रण में लग कर बदे जोश क्षण क्षण में स्वतंत्रता के भीषण रण में लग कर बदे जोश क्षण क्षण
कांपे शत्रु भेद कर मन में मिट जाए भय संकट सारा तकिट धिम तकिट धिम तकिट धिम तकिट धिम तकिट धिम तकिट धिम तकिट तंगर तकिट धिम तकिट धिम तकिट धिम तकिट धिम तकिट धिम तकिट धिम तकिट तंगर तकिट धिम तकिट धिम तकिट धिम तकिट तंगर तकिट धिम तकिट धिम तकिट धिम तकिट तंगर तकिट तंगर तकिट धिम तकिट तंगर तकिट धिम तंगर तकिट धिम कांपे शत्रु भेद कर मन में मिट जाए भय संकट सारा विजयी विश्व तिरंगा प्यारा झंडा ऊंचा रहे हमारा इस जाने के नीचे निर्भय ले पराजय अब चलनी चाहिए इस जाने के नीचे निर्भय ले पराजय अब चलनी चाहिए बोले भारत माता की भारत माता की जय भारत माता की जय बोले भारत माता की स्वतंत्रता हो ये हमारा बोले भारत माता की स्वतंत्रता हो ये हमारा विजयी विश्व तिरंगा प्यारा झंडा ऊंचा रहे हमारा इसकी शान न जाने पाए चाहे जान भले ही जाए इसकी शान न जाने पाए चाहे जान भले ही जाए विश्व विजयी करके दिखलाए विश्व विजयी करके दिखलाए
What an electrifying performance. A huge round of applause to the talented dancers. Their flawless moves, vibrant expressions, and perfect synchronization truly captivated our hearts.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, as the evening draws to a close, I would be failing in my duties if I do not call upon stage for felicitation the performers this evening. So may I please request our Honorable Governor, His Excellency Thiruvaran Ravi, along with the dignitaries, to please come up on the stage for felicitation. I would now request His Excellency Thiruvaran Ravi to present the artwork created on stage this evening by Mr. Vilas Nayak to Lieutenant General K.S. Brar, Param Vishesh Seva Medal, Ati Vishesh Seva Medal, GOC, Dakshin Bharat area. May I now request our Honorable Governor to felicitate the artist, Mr. Vilas Nayak, who created a wonderful painting in a matter of just a few minutes. May I request on stage Sri Suresh Chikala, Director, Kala Kshetra Foundation, whose team put forth a cultural marvel. May I now call upon stage Senior GCI Geeta from NCC Madras Group A, the representative of the very talented and enthusiastic NCC cadets. May I now call upon stage Naib Subedar Vasant Rao from 16 Madras, whose glittering pipers left us all swaying with the tunes. I would now request Sharat Kumar Singh Babu, Master Chief Petty Officer 2nd Class, and Naib Subedar Ravi Kumar, whose amazingly talented team of symphony band mesmerized the audience. May I now call upon stage Flight Lieutenant Isha Panwar, Master of Ceremony. May I now call upon Major Carolyn Francis, Master of Ceremony.
May I now request Lieutenant Commander Sonali Singh, Master of Ceremony. Up next is Lieutenant Colonel Jatin Gambhir, DB area. Lieutenant Colonel Chitra Nair, DB area. Lieutenant Colonel Girish Bharadwaj, Sena Medal, DB area.
Professor Kamakodi Virinathan, Director at IIT Madras, joined the institute as faculty in 2001 and took over as its director in January 22. He specializes in computer architecture, information security, and VLSI design. We now welcome Professor Kamakodi to deliver the vote of thanks.
Honorable Governor of Tamil Nadu, distinguished dignitaries, respected members of the armed forces, representatives from the Defense Ministry, esteemed guests, faculty, students, and members of the IIT Madras community. It is indeed a great privilege and a moment of immense pride for us at IIT Madras to have hosted this significant occasion, the civil reception to honor the brave personnel of the armed forces for their extraordinary success in Operation Sindur. This hall is blessed to have hosted such events that marks the pride of Bharat. This vibration of patriotism will be ringing in this hall forever. At the outset, I express our heartfelt gratitude to the Honorable Governor of Tamil Nadu for gracing this event with his august presence and for inspiring us through his thoughtful words and unwavering support to the armed forces. I extend my deepest appreciation to Lieutenant General Karanbir Singh, BRAR, PVSM, AVSM, and all the senior officers of the Dakshin Bharat area for their exemplary service, for sharing the story of Operation Sindur with us today, and for allowing us to be a part of this celebration of valor. A special thanks to the brave personnel of the armed forces being felicitated today. Your courage, commitment, and sacrifices remind us every day of the price of peace and the strength of patriotism. We salute you. I also take this opportunity to thank the Defense Ministry Association and Defense Industry Association and CIA representatives for their collaborative role in building a strong and self-reliant defense ecosystem. The cultural performers from the military band, NCC cadets, sketch artists to the Kalakshetra troupe, which deserve our warm appreciation for adding such vibrant and meaningful expression to today's program. To the organizing team and all support staff, thank you for the meticulous planning and execution of this grand event. Last but not the least, to every attendee here, esteemed guests from different sections of the society, personnel from the army and the students, faculty and members of the IIT Madras community, thank you for being present and for showing such genuine admiration and respect for our armed forces. As we conclude, friends, let us carry in our hearts the spirit of service and sacrifice, details of which we witness today. Let us remind ourselves that the flag does not fly because the wind moves it. It flies with the last breath of each soldier who died protecting it. Let us pledge to do our part in building a strong, united, and Atmanirbhar Bharat, inspired by the valor of those we honored today. Thank you very much. Jai Hind, Vande Mataram.
Thank you, sir. As we conclude, let us carry forward the spirit of excellence and dedication. Thank you all for your presence and enthusiasm. Please rise for the national anthem. Ladies and gentlemen, to keep the energy flowing, we have arranged a delightful high tea for all of you in the 6th floor. Officers and their families, please join us in the 7th floor. Kindly make your way out in an orderly manner through the exits. Our team will guide you to the tea area. Thank you.